Welcome to the Wrestle Story, where we discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, the superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after AEW and NXT, and every Friday after Smackdown.
What up, folks?
How's it going, people?
Hey, how's it going, homies?
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
Smackdown.
Yes, Smackdown, folks. Well, I won't say this is the worst episode of Smackdown I've ever seen.
No. Definitely not the best.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't, like, terrible.
No, it was okay.
I think the direction we're going with some of the storylines is a good direction, but it's a matter of keeping it on the right track and not going all over the place.
Yes.
So yeah. Got anything else to add?
No, sounds good to me.
Okay, well, Smackdown.
Says your face, Joe Cold Mystery.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Right now, no. But we are supposed to have snow this weekend, which is kind of odd. So
considering
it'll probably be, a little bit chilly compared to what it has been.
That was weird. There's like fuzz in my face. Not good. So yeah.
By the way, kids, don't touch your face.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't
I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah, it was okay. I definitely think there were some low points, some things I didn't quite understand why we were doing.
Well, it wasn't as bad as Raw.
No, Raw was pretty bad. I did not like Raw. It was hard to watch Raw because I didn't like it. It was just not good.
Yeah.
So we start the show off with Braun and Nakamura, and they're essentially just like yelling at each other, and they're like, yeah, let's fight each other later. And so we have that set up for the main event. Well, DW, who cares? We then get a rematch, Bliss and Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors, and I was sitting here going, okay, the only reason we should be having this is if we're bringing out the Iconics or something to fight them, to like challenge them later, you know? Yeah. Not later tonight, but later on, down the road. When that didn't happen, and Alexa and Nikki retained, I was just kind of like, what was the point? There was no point. It was just, there was no point, and I don't get it.
I guess the point was, okay, they won the title, so now the Kabuki Warriors get their shot, and they didn't win, so.
Except you just had them lose twice in a row, which doesn't make them look all that great, and, like, makes no sense to me. So, that wouldn't have been what I would have done. Just saying. Smackdown.
Yes, definitely. By the way, hello, Scott, Colin, James.
Smackdown was actually
and observing stuff. How's
not
it going?
bad, apart from the Forgotten Sons debuting, which was meaningless. Like, why? I'll get to that, man. I'll get to that. Miz and Morrison were funny, and that's a good thing. Yeah, I thought Miz and Morrison were actually really funny tonight, and I enjoyed them. Braun versus Bray for the Universal title is going to be a great match. They have history together. Yeah, I'll get to that, too.
Yeah, I got some things to say about that. By the way, I called that.
You did.
I said Braun and Bray.
I don't know if you said it on here, but you did say that to me after WrestleMania. You were all like, yeah, Bray and Braun are fighting each other. So Asuka's never won at Mania.
Yes.
Ugh. I don't get it. I don't understand the point of this. I don't see why we needed to have the Kabuki Warriors lose twice. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And so there was no point to this, and it was meaningless, and it was just a filler match, and it's like, okay, whatever, so Bliss and Cross retained their tag team titles. We then go to Elias, who sings a song, and in the song, he says some stuff about Money in the Bank, so I'm assuming he's probably going to be in that.
Right now, Asuka's ruined. I think there's some things they could do with her. But they've got to get more creative with them.
Yeah, I liked the whole spitting green stuff at people, and that's just kind of like stopped.
Yeah, that went away.
Like, I don't know why. Kind of after the whole Becky feud ended, she was like,
you can have. Here's the thing with the Fiend. You can have him not win. We'll talk about her shortly.
This is gonna be fun. Just stick around to the end, folks. So Elias says some stuff about Money in the Bank. I'm assuming he's probably gonna be in it this year. He said that if he won, he wants to make the Money in the Bank briefcase a guitar case, and then he's gonna cash it in. I'm like, okay, cash it in on what?
Money in the Bank ladder match.
So we then get Tucker versus Dolph. Dolph won. Okay. We get Morrison and Uso Kofi Tag Team Championship recap. Cool. We then get the dirt sheet with Miz and Morrison. This was actually really funny. So they come out and they're like, we got good news to share. We got good news. And they're like going through this list of things, and they're like, finally.
I love the Miz and Morrison stuff.
You can't see John Cena. And finally, guys, we have a champion on our world champion on Smackdown. Is actually here every week. We finally have a champion who's here every week.
Get off my TV, Miz and Morrison.
This was actually really funny. And then they sing their hit single, Hey Hey, which, folks, it's on iTunes. You can find it. So they start singing that, and all I could do is laugh, because it's so terrible, but it's, like, so funny. You know? Like, it really is.
Follow Opa 304.
It really is terrible, but it is so funny. Like, it's so good.
Thanks.
It's so good. Miz and Morrison are terrible. I totally agree. Morrison should have just stayed in Impact. Miz and Morrison's song is awful, and I'm happy Usos interrupted it. It's awful, but it's so good, though. Like, it's awful, though.
I like it.
It's funny.
Just because it makes fun of...
It's funny awful. I love it.
AEW is better.
I love it.
It's an opinion. I like AEW, too.
Their song is worse than Justin Bieber. Yes.
Again, I think...
I could agree with that.
It's, you know... the song doesn't bother me. I mean, it's poking fun at things. So
it is poking fun at things, but it's just like the fact that they had them rap it, and it's like so terrible, yet the song is bad on purpose. That's exactly what it's supposed to be, which is what makes it so good, is the fact that it's supposed to be a joke, and it is so very terrible that it is funny. So I like the stuff that they're doing. I think it's funny. The Usos then come out, and then the New Day comes out, and they're all like, next week it'll be Jay versus The Miz versus Eve for the Tag Team Championships. So we have that to look forward to. But the dirt sheet was pretty good. It's pretty good. I generally like the stuff that they do. There have been a couple times that I've been like, that's just not good. But this is one of those times that I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yes.
Like a lot.
It was okay. I mean,
it was funny.
Yeah.
They make things funny, man. So, we then get Lucha House Party versus the Forgotten Sons. So, the Forgotten Sons are now on,
Yes, you did, James.
The Forgotten Sons are now on SmackDown. They got moved up for what reason? Probably because, hey folks, guess what? Newsflash. The Revival.
Good. How you doing, the Undead Vapor?
The Revival finally got their release today. They were all like, we're releasing the Revival. It's time to bring up the Forgotten Sons. Let's go. So, Forgotten Sons are now on SmackDown. What they did to get moved to SmackDown, don't know.
The Revival left.
True.
Because the Revival is gone.
The only thing...
Hi from Italy. How are things in Italy, Lorenzo?
The only thing that... No, they haven't done anything worthwhile on NXT. I don't like the Forgotten Sons. I really don't. I don't have a use for them.
Again, that's funny.
So it's like, okay, whatever. We moved them to SmackDown, but they're like sitting there. They're like trying to build them up as like this dominant force. They're like, oh, they've done so much in NXT, and I'm all like, what? What have they done in NXT? Like, please tell me what they've done in NXT because I'd like to see.
They showed up 1 week.
They haven't done anything in NXT to be moved to the main roster. They haven't done like what makes them a dominant force. Nothing. There's nothing about them that makes them a dominant force at all. And I'm just like, oh, this is not good.
They showed up.
Like, not good.
We are in the United States.
So, like, man, oh man, I just don't get it. So, yeah, the Forgotten Sons are on the main roster now. I suppose this is cool for Blake because Blake was in NXT back when Buddy was in NXT, and that was ages ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess it's cool for him to finally be on the main roster, but, like, other than that, it's like, why? There is no purpose for them there. It's just another tag team. Literally, I kid you not, I think this is how it went down. They were all like, Revival are leaving. We're giving them the release. We need another sucky tag team to put up here.
Yeah, I mean, that's just my guess.
Like, let's put the Forgotten Sons on...
Cool, Lorenzo.
Put the Forgotten Sons on the main roster because why not, you know? Why not? So, Lucha House Party stood no chance.
No.
Forgotten Sons won. We then get Carmella, Dana Brooke, Alexa, and Nikki backstage. Mella and Dana are, you know, talking, and they're all like,
At least they got something right. Bianca's on Raw. Yeah.
We want to fight for the tag team championships. And I'm all like, what is the purpose of this? What have you two fools done? Oh, what is this I hear? Nothing. You've done nothing. Nothing whatsoever to get this title shot. Sweet. So, Nikki ends up accepting the match, and I'm just like, why?
Has anyone done anything to get the title shot?
No, but why are we doing this? We literally just threw Carmella and Dana together, and we're all like, yes, let's have them be a tag team. And I'm all like, no, let's not. Let's just leave them alone. Like, please. Because, like, why?
Well, they could make a tag team out of them pretty easily.
Well, they could, but...
They're both athletic and...
I don't care. I don't see Dana Brooke and Carmella as being a tag team. I just don't. No.
I mean, if they're going to do it, they just will have those two.
Except, the thing is, they're not going to do it. It's just going to be, they team up for 2 weeks, and then they go their separate ways and go back to the singles division.
Well,
which is like, why? I don't get it. I don't understand why they're getting shots at the titles if they're literally not an actual tag team. They've done nothing to show that they're an actual tag team. Like...
Are y'all going stir crazy in this quarantine life? No, not really, James.
It's not really any different from what I normally do, so... I'm good. You know, it is what it is. We then get Sasha and Bayley.
We just kind of roll with the punches and go with the flow. And
pretty much. It's pretty accurate.
Learn to live life the way you need to live it.
So, Sasha and Bayley are all like, we're the best. And then Tamina comes out and she's like, you didn't beat me. Okay? It took all of you to sit on me to pin me. Okay? Sasha then laughs and she's like, you can't make demands. Bayley, hold me back. Hold me back, Bayley. Hold me back. You cannot do this. And Bayley's all like, and Sasha's all like, no. See, you hold me back?
No, I'm trying to keep you from running me over.
And so Sasha's all like, no. And then Bayley's all like, you know what?
Kevin Peters beginning to say
because I am a fair champ. I'm a fair champ. You can have your match with me.
Thanks, Zando.
If you beat Sasha. And Sasha's all like, excuse me?
Yes,
and Bayley's all like,
planted.
Bayley is all like, and Sasha's all like.
Here is how I hope they handle this. I hope that next week Sasha doesn't show up. And Tamina goes, counter out, ref. And he counts to 10, and Tamina wins that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool.
That would be cool.
How you doing, John Gamer 32?
Would be cool. So we then get Sheamus versus a jobber.
By the way, Zandel, I did this because I had to take Maven up Wednesday.
Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday.
For her infusion, and I had to wear a mask, and my beard and stuff just didn't allow me to wear the mask properly.
And it wouldn't fit, so
I ended up shaving it off.
It's okay. It'll grow back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope Sasha shows up at an XFL game. Oh wait.
So, Sheamus versus a jobber. Okay then. Sheamus won. We all knew he was winning. We then get a Jeff Hardy video. Yeet.
Yeah.
Cool. Next week, we're getting Miz versus Jay Uso versus Big E for the tag team titles. We're getting Tamina versus Sasha.
Hang on just a second. I'm sure that the other guys are going to get involved in that title match, so it's going to be a 6-man tag. Just saying.
Probably, yeah.
Or triple threat tag team, or whatever you want to call it.
Probably. That's probably where we're going to go with that.
Sheamus Jobber matches in 2020. Oh, yeah.
So, Tamina versus Sasha.
I got some things to say, John Gamer, about the Braun Wyatt
next
thing.
Week. We get Bryan and Cesaro in Money in the Bank qualifiers. Naomi and Dana in Money in the Bank qualifiers. And Sonya and Mandy are going to clear the air.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're going to kill the coronavirus.
So we then get Nakamura versus Braun Strowman. So, Strowman beats Nakamura, I think.
Yeah, I'm in early. Yeah, that's what. Thanks, Zendo.
Don't pump up his ego. Don't do it, folks. Just don't. So,
the funny thing is after I did this, Mrs. Gleen said the same thing.
We were all
she was like, whoa, you look a lot younger.
I was all like, whoa, put it back. Where did it go? You look so weird.
Okay, folks, I'm going to go to sleep. Oh, wait. What do you make of the decision to start live shows again, Mr. G? I think it's dumb right now. I think they should probably just,
wait.
If they don't have anything to do, I think they need to wait. But I don't know what we're going to do with our economy and stuff. I don't know if we're going to start right back up at the 1st of May. Which would be stupid, because I think we'll be locked back down again. So, who knows? Mr. Gleen versus Mania. Yes. Glad the Flex Queen is getting her time. Thank you, Vince Genius. No, maybe keep it off.
So Strowman beats Nakamura. I think we all were.
Thanks for the follow, Bait the Mate.
We all were expecting Strowman to win. I don't think anybody thought Nakamura was gonna win. So we then get Bray, who shows up on the screen.
Good night, Colin.
Oh yes, night, Colin.
Yes.
Peace out.
Plan is to start next week, and I think it's dumb.
Stupid. Makes no sense.
Yes.
So Bray's Funhouse.
No,
he's
Sammy.
Like,
Sammy was not there.
He's all like, John was right all along.
Did not hear about it, Jono.
We can't see you, man.
By the way,
he then
hello.
goes to Braun, and we show a video of Braun when he was a part of.
They're supposed to be starting live shows again next week, Scott.
Yeah. Which is stupid.
And apparently a lot of wrestlers aren't very happy about it.
Apparently, supposedly.
Back at the Performance Center.
So, we show a video of Braun from when he was in, the Wyatt family with Bray. And Bray says, I will forgive you. All you gotta do is say you're sorry. And Braun's like, I'm not playing your games, Bray. And then Bray was all like, we have a new lesson.
How are you doing, Bait the Mate?
We have a new lesson. This is a lesson about sharing. You have something that I want. I want it back, okay? I want it back. As one circle closes, another begins. I brought you into this world, and now I'm about to take you out. And then Braun's all like, oh, hey, Bray. Before you go, anytime you want, I'm ready to let you in. Bye.
Yes, then it does look like the revival will be going to AEW. At least that's kind of what they're hinting at. So that'll be interesting.
So, John,
yes, Rhea about her
I
visa.
saw that. So she's still here.
She's still in the States.
She hasn't gone anywhere. I don't know what those reports were about, but she's still here. She hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
here's my thoughts with the Fiend and Braun. First off, the Fiend should never go for the title because that's stupid. All right.
Yeah, let's not put him in the same situation we had him in against Seth Rollins. This is just dumb.
Here's a
dumb.
Okay, maybe it isn't, because if they do this right, they can make it so Bray wants to go for the title, but the Fiend doesn't. The Fiend doesn't care about the title.
Except they're not going to.
Okay, but I'm just saying if they wanted to do this, to do it the right way, they could say, okay, the Fiend and the Bray kind of start to fight amongst themselves. That's the only way I could see them going for the title again.
Which?
Yes, Kylie Ray signed a long-term contract with
Impact.
Is
not going to happen.
People say the title misused in WWE. I think the issue with the whole revival
you give them too much credit.
Being misused. I do. I mean, and I think if they would be smart about this, there's things that they could do to make this work without hurting the Fiend, Bray, or Braun.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think putting him up for the title to begin with is a dumb idea. It's a dumb idea to do it again. Don't do it. It's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Dumb. Stupid. Very stupid. I could see a Firefly Funhouse match between The Fiend and Bray in the future.
I
think that would be cool. If you had a Firefly Funhouse match with The Fiend and Bray, you can do the whole cool editing thing, and then, like...
No, keep the red light away.
It could be cool.
Keep the red light away. I hate the red light.
Me too. Don't do it. It's not good. That would be so cool because you could literally have The Fiend, like, consume Bray and just be like, you're part of me now, homie. So...
John Cena and Kane rematch? No. John Cena came up missing, so...
So...
People really can't see him now.
So, I don't like the red light. I don't either.
I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be Mandy Rose and Otis in a McTag team. I agree. I think that I would like to see... Actually, I said something about having a title that way. I hate the red light.
So...
Keep the red light away.
Maven versus
Becky. We can do that.
Fortunately, I would lose that.
Batista, best wrestler, hands down. Batista's not bad.
So, like, I think what they did tonight was cool, and I like this. I think what they did tonight was interesting and was cool, and I didn't really have a problem with it. It's just the fact that we're having Bray go after the title again. If this wasn't for the title, I would love this, and this would be so cool because this is another let's revert back to the past type of storyline that they could do something really cool with, but it's for the title. And that's what I don't like.
Johnny was chomping, man. What a turn of events, and was that Killer Cross in the car? Yes, it was Killer Cross in the car.
It was Killer Cross and Scarlett. They were both in the car watching Candice and Johnny walk out. It was them. So, like I said, if this wasn't for the title, I think this could be a super cool feud. The sad, unfortunate thing is that it is for the title, and they have to have The Fiend win. He has to win.
Again, the only way they can make this... Thanks, James. The only way that they can make this work, and without doing anything, is to have The Fiend, like, not really care, and have Bray be the one that's kind of pushing for the titles. And then he kind of has that fighting amongst himself, and they could do it that way.
Which, unfortunately...
Who's your favorite wrestlers, guys? Like, all time? Or just, like, wrestlers now?
If we're saying all time, I'm saying Shawn Michaels. If we're saying now, Becky Lynch.
During the week, would there be wrestling every day? Wrestling's on 3 days a week.
Yes.
Monday, Wednesday. Well, you could probably watch it every day.
So,
my all-time favorite's Hulk Hogan.
Mine is Shawn Michaels. I love Shawn Michaels. He's just done so much good business.
Do you think
super cool.
Candice turns heel? No.
She did turn heel, you fool.
But I mean, as far as, like, are we talking about turning on...
Ciampa? Yeah.
No, on... Gargano?
Well, she didn't turn on Gargano.
No, but I mean down the road. I mean, is that what he's asking?
I don't know. But,
if you're talking about her turning on Gargano, I don't think so. Sting was good.
Sting was definitely good. Shawn Michaels is like...
Umaga was so good.
I liked Shawn Michaels so very much. Like, everything from, like, the Rockers to then, you know... The Heartbreak Kid with Sherry. I love the entire thing.
I don't want to see The Fiend with the title, just because I think it hurts him. But if they do it, Booker T was good. If they do it the right way, which I know they won't, they could make Great Khali. I like Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Especially the outfit he wore.
Yeah, it was epic. It was so epic.
They can make The Fiend work if they do, like, Bray wants the title, but The Fiend really doesn't care about it.
Which, unfortunately, is not going to happen. And the only way I would be comfortable with this is you have Bray walk out with the title. That's it. You have to, because if you're setting him up for another one of these stupid matches, if you do not, people are going to riot, and it's not going to be good. So...
Rest in peace, Umaga.
This is literally what I'm saying. Braun
you had wrestling class today, Zandel?
Braun
And you got hit with a chair.
Literally a transitional champion, and it's not going to last very long. And so Braun's going to hold it till Money in the Bank. And then The Fiend is taking it at Money in the Bank. And The Fiend is going to run with the title until Roman can come back. And then he's going to drop the title to Roman, which I hate. I hate that idea. I don't like it. I will never like it. I'm never going to be okay with it. But it's going to happen.
Did they take your temperature, Zando?
That is what we're doing. We are setting up for Fiend versus Roman, which is a dumb idea. But we're doing it anyways. And Roman will beat the Fiend, whether we like it or not. People need to get used to it now. I am not. But it's happening. The Fiend will be beat by Roman.
Jono, I don't know if they'll have any... I think they will have a lot of back and forth. I don't think anybody's going to get a big shot in next week. I think there'll be a lot of talking.
I think it's going to be the Hacker shows up again.
If Fiend loses, he'll win Money in the Bank for a rematch. I hope not. Did you all know manga is related to The Rock? Yes. There's a lot of people related to The Rock. The Undertaker, generic, but truly the best. Oh, The Undertaker's awesome.
I can't wait for the Undertaker special thing to come out. The entire thing, the last ride. Or whatever it is on the network.
Yeah.
Because watching the first 15 minutes of it or whatever, it looked really good.
Yeah.
And Undertaker doesn't share a lot about his personal life, so getting to kind of have the look in is kind of cool because we've never seen anything, so it's different and it's I think it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's exciting. So hey man, it's exciting.
Definitely exciting. Sheamus was the best. Irish breed. Yes, Sheamus is good. Definitely like Sheamus.
Yeah, it's too many greats for me to pick a best. It would change for me daily.
Well, that's the hard part is there's a lot of good wrestlers out there.
I was watching Undertaker on Instagram Live today. Well, that's cool.
Cool.
Neat.
What do you tell you, Zando?
Yeah,
anybody you don't like? Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I don't like Brock Lesnar.
Who's the worst wrestler?
The Gobbledygooker.
Yes. Gobbledygooker. Or Mantar. CM Punk. CM Punk was good.
Oh my goodness.
How you doing, Elijah? Hey Maven friends. Maven, done with the movie. Let's go. And Sheamus was good, and I love Jeff Hardy promo package. Yes, definitely good there, Elijah.
Well. I'm scrolling through the Twitter machine to see
anything new.
If anything news.
So do you guys think that the revival will go to AEW? Undertaker's going to my Mark Calloway now is man. Yes. Doink is the GOAT. The worst wrestler is probably Vince McMahon.
Probably.
Only when he tore both his Achilles. That's what happens when you take steroids and get too strong and think you're all that in a bag of French fries when you're 65 years old. And
when you roll that in a bag of French fries.
Vince is a god.
So did anybody
Vince
see this
thinks he's
stuff?
God. It doesn't work out.
Did anybody?
Wait, that's Gleen. Oh my God, Gleen is turd face, maybe.
Has anybody seen the stuff that Rhonda said today?
Sonya Deville and Dolph Ziggler just jokes. Let Mandy Rose knows. Be happy. Yes, but then the storyline wouldn't be good, Jono. Vince's best match was against God.
It was. It truly was. Vince and Shane versus God and Shawn Michaels. That was pretty good. Especially when God started to walk away and they put the light on him. And they were like, God has left the building. Yeah. That was great. That was really... That was good stuff, man. That really was. That was the prime era, That was amazing.
Vince is going to hell and he knows it. Yep, pretty much.
So,
they need to have him wrestle Satan. Mom told Gleen to shave it off. Nice. Actually, I had to shave it off because I had to wear a mask the other day.
Yes.
When I took Maven for her infusion.
Man, oh man. Memory lane.
Yes.
Vince.
So I cut it off, and this is what you get. Don't think kids watch as much nowadays. Pretty sad. I will tell you, my kids watch.
Yeah, I I mean, like, I don't know, man.
At least 3 of the 5 in the house watch.
Which is cool.
Who can you see? What in the men's Money in the Bank? We already know who's going to win the women's Money in the Bank. Yes. The men's Money in the Bank. I don't know.
We must thank Maven for the new Gleen.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank me later, folks. Thank me later. Yeah.
I looked when I looked at the screen today, I was like, man, I feel kind of naked. Vince versus Satan, which one is Satan? Money in the Bank is canceled.
No, it isn't. Unfortunately, man, it's not.
I don't understand how much hate on Vince. If it wasn't for Vince Sr. and Vince Jr., there'll be no WWE.
See, the issue
here's
is...
Here's my thought. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, there'd be no WWE.
So, like,
Okay, there might have been a WWE, but it wouldn't be what it is today.
So, like, thanks, Vince, for making the company, but, like, you don't make it any better at this point. So, it's like, go away.
No.
You know? So, that's my thought process on that.
I was joking about hating Vince. Are you afraid lightning's going to strike their observing star?
I don't joke.
You afraid there's going to be some people come to your house tonight?
I don't joke about hating Vince.
He does seem like a mean person, though. I agree. I think that at times you just get a sense that...
He's an actual jerk face.
Yeah. So no men's Money in the Bank for SmackDown.
So there's no SummerSlam this year, I think. I don't know. I think they're still going to attempt to do SummerSlam. I think they're still going to attempt to do everything. That's what I think is going to happen.
They're going to live.
They're going to do it with or without all their superstars there. And if the shows suck, the shows suck. They're still going to be putting stuff out, which
Vince
to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
The XFL is dead.
Well, yeah, and especially after he put all, the money into it, it's like, well, great. What are we going to do now?
Yeah. If wrestlers come to beat me up, I will sue and take over WWE. It's not going to be wrestlers observing stuff. It's going to be like the Mafia or something.
All right. If you sue and take over WWE, you give me half of it. We'll shake on that. You give me half of it. You can run the one half. I'll run the other half, and we'll make WWE so much better. Just saying. There's my business proposal. There you go.
Did you get pulled over by the cops? No. We are not in like a mandatory stay at home.
No.
We are in it's a stay at home without a stay at home. They just closed like our skating rinks, our video game stuff just within the last week.
Yeah. You run SmackDown, I run Raw.
WWE runs.
We split NXT.
Braun Strowman had him be in that Christmas comedy sketch dressed as an elf. I would agree somewhat, but I think you can always bring someone out of that if you revamp their character and do the right things.
Then we split NXT down the middle. You get half, I get half. I'll be like, I run half of NXT and SmackDown. You run half of Raw and half of NXT. And then, with our millions and billions and trillions and
I take NXT.
Millions of dollars, well then fine. I'm going to pull a Shane McMahon and I'm going to buy AEW. I'm going to buy AEW and it's going to be a much better show than NXT. I guarantee that. So I'll be running SmackDown and AEW, and there ain't nothing you can do about that, homie. Nothing. That's all me. I got all that.
Yeah, I'm sure you couldn't give Tony Khan enough money to make him want to give you AEW.
I'll be like Tony Khan. Listen up.
Crap, she got me there.
Listen up, okay? Listen up. You can still run it, but like, I just kind of want to buy it. But you can still run it, okay? But I'm going to buy it.
AEW is doing shows, yes.
They are. They've pre-taped a whole bunch, supposedly.
We listened to Cody Wednesday talking.
Yeah, he was on Busted Open.
And he talked about how their doctor made sure that everything was by the book and there were no more than 10 people in the room and things like that. Maven by Impact will be a reason.
I'll be buying everything. If I got that WWE money, if I got that WWE money, because Observing Stuff has half of WWE, and I get the other half, I'm going to be getting all that cash, and I'm going to be like, all right, Impact, you're mine. NWA, you're mine. AEW, you're mine. And we going to be ruling the world. And that's when I'm going to say, you know what? We're going to open my own promotion. Maven's Wrestling Extravaganza. Boom. Can you see it now on all the billboards? I'm going to be rich.
Yes. Rich.
Rich.
Nobody wants NWA power.
I want NWA.
I'll take NWA power.
I just said I would buy NWA. Jeez, man.
Then there's no competition, you and all of them. That doesn't work out well. Then you get stale storylines that nobody cares about. And I would love to buy NJPW and every other Japan wrestling company. Yes, we all would love to own something that's big and makes lots of money. Some of us.
Oh my gosh, I've just forgotten. We just need to have a moment of silence.
Luckily for NWA, nobody went to the shows. Yeah, they did. They had like 40 people up there.
We need.
Of course, they only have room for 40 people, so.
We need a moment of silence for the Revival because they're out of WWE, and so we must pay our respects.
Possible, John. Now I think she could possibly beat her.
They already changed their names. They already have names.
Okay.
The Revival.
Yes.
Like they were released like this morning, and then by this afternoon they were like, "Yep, we got our new names. We're ready to go." And I'm all like, "What?"
Yep.
Jeez, dudes.
The Revival has her new names.
Someone put up a tweet. They were like, "Never forget Dash Wilder giving the guy who attacked Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame a serious receipt." I was like, dude, he hit that guy so very hard on the jaw. Like, this civilian is like, I'm going to have an imprint on the side of my face for the rest of my days.
Yeah.
He deserved it, though.
Yeah.
Because he hit Bret Hart. It's like, you got to be a fool to hop in the ring and try to attack.
We go like from Melina to return to WWE. I think she's probably good where she's at.
Yes. Oh, I was going to look up their new names. It's Cash something.
She's probably getting more done with her than, where she's at than she would in WWE. What did you guys think of NXT? That Ciampa match was super long.
Okay. I did not see the whole thing, but the last 5 minutes that I saw, I did not like.
SmackDown roster's going to hate you if you run AEW.
It's life. I didn't like the last 5 minutes of NXT. I didn't like it. I didn't like the Ciampa match. If that's what the entire match was, then I wasn't going to like it. But I did not like the last 5 minutes of that match. I felt like it was a lot of like... And then Candace was all like, "Johnny, stop this. Wacha!" And then she left, and then she came back, and Johnny was like... And Ciampa was all like, "We gotta end this, man. I'm sorry. And then Candace was all like, "Ha!" And Ciampa was all like, "Ah!" And Gargano was all like, "Ha ha 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 ha!" And then they left, because Johnny won. And I was just like, I didn't like that.
All right.
No, I didn't like it. How was AEW? I didn't watch AEW at all, because I was tired.
I thought AEW was solid.
Britt broke her face, which was kind of cool. I saw the last match. It went on too long. Ciampa hit Gargano with a move from the top rope that should have killed him. OMG Mayor of Texas just said we're stuck home till June. Oh.
You mean the governor of Texas? I wish our governor would say something, because
they beat each other
as
up
of
for
right
a year.
now,
That's why they were tired.
We are supposed to be going back to school May 1st.
It's like, why? Because there's like no school year left. They beat each other up for a year. That's why they were so tired and hurt. It's like, I don't know, man. I get it, but like at the same time, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, the Gov. When did you take time to figure all this out?
Right here, right now, when we were sitting here, and we go, I'm gonna buy WWE. So,
That's only after Observing Stuff gets, like, you know, beat up tonight and sues and gets all the money and splits it with Maven and...
And then we live in large,
yeah.
man. So, Dash Wilder changed his name to Cash Wheeler, and Scott Dawson's new name is Dax Harwood. Alrighty then.
Yes.
Okay.
Dax.
Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Cash Wheeler.
Dax and Cash.
What did Rhonda say? Essentially, Rhonda was like, screw the fans. I'm not coming back full-time at all if I'm, like, just going to get crapped on by them.
You guys don't like me. I'm going to just stay home.
And to that, I'm just like, she was like, oh, you ungrateful people. And I was all like, dude,
part of the show, man.
It's part of the show. So, like, I hope this is, like, kind of, like, in character and not, like, her as a person. Because, like, if that's the case, like, dude, you're in the wrong freaking business. Because...
she'll hook you up, Zando.
Yeah, totally. I got you. If he sends Corbin to beat me up, I would take that personally. Me too, man. Me too. Nobody likes Corbin. So, yeah. That's essentially what she said, and I was just kind of like, I hope this is, like, in character and not, you as a real-life person, because you're in the wrong business then.
Yeah. Definitely.
So the other thing that we would have talked about on Wednesday that we did not, because obviously we were not here, Dark Side of the Ring for this week. Yes. I thought it was a good episode, actually.
The Brawl for All.
Thought it was a good episode.
It was interesting.
It was definitely. They had Vince Russo on. They had Jim Cornette on. They had Bart Gunn. Butterbean. I can't remember what the other guy's name was. The one who ended up being paralyzed. What was his name?
Drozdov.
Him. There was somebody else. I'm missing somebody else. Oh, Godfather. They had Godfather on. I think that was it.
Yes, if you have not seen it, watch it.
That's funny. So I thought it was a good episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
The sad thing is, Observing Stuff, you'd be running down the street, nobody hear you because everybody's locked in their house right now. So it's not going to do any good. Everybody comes out the next day and finds blood everywhere because you've been killed.
So I thought it was a good episode.
Man, we've been locked up so long, people are just getting killed out here in the streets.
I thought it was a good episode. What do you think?
It was a good episode. I thought it was interesting. And
Vince
how much Cornette hates Russo is just funny.
It was hilarious. Honestly though, like it was really good.
Butterbean is still around, James. I would post it online before my beatdown. You'd probably have a better chance of having it seen, than having run outside and run down your street right now.
Corbin would probably retweet it. In all honesty, he'd probably be like, "Yep, that was me. That was 100% me."
It was interesting listening to them talk to Butterbean, because he was like, "Do you really want me to do this? Because like he stands no chance."
Like he's gonna be knocked out. Like I'm a legitimate like boxer, and this dude is not, and I will kill him. You know, like I will knock him out.
And Vince was like, "Yeah, I want you to do it."
Yes, this is what we want, and he's all like, "Okay." So overall, I thought it was a really good episode. I hate Vince Russo.
Well, he did it just to try and get JBL knocked out.
Exactly, which is like. Because JBL ran his mouth in the locker room. So that was why the whole thing was made. Which is like, dude, you don't deal with this like this. Because you just like ended so many people's careers.
Well,
or you shortened them.
They were bringing Dr. Death and Steve Williams into
which
try and give him a push.
Killed his career.
And killed everything because he got knocked out.
Like, seriously? Like, it was so dumb. And listening to Jim Cornette speak, he's like, you know what, Vince Russo was all like, yeah, I got voicemails from Cornette that was like, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna kill your family, and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, dude, this is just pro wrestling. Like, what's your problem? And Jim Cornette's like, it's not just pro wrestling. It is pro wrestling, but this is my life. I take this so very seriously, and you are an idiot for thinking this was a good idea. You're the idiot who took... You're an idiot.
Hey, cool, James.
And I was like, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
You're an idiot. And it makes no sense whatsoever to do this situation where it was a freaking boxing match when it was professional wrestling.
James, how long are you guys still in lockdown or stay at home or whatever?
Like, I hated it.
Different states are doing different things, so I don't know.
The whole Brawl for All thing was a terrible idea, and it needs to never be done ever again.
Yes.
Never again.
I thought that was good, Jono. I thought it was good what she said. That segment was actually pretty good.
I like that segment.
The whole Tamina Sasha Bailey segment was really good.
I liked that one. I also thought it was good.
It's setting up a feud with Sasha and Bailey down the road. This is why I hope that Sasha doesn't show up next week. Wait, they're doing really box. Brawl for All in 1990. What was it? 97, 96.
Something like that.
Watch Observing Stuff. If you get a chance, watch the what's the name of it?
Dark Side of
the Ring.
I was like, what?
I was like, totally had a draw blank. Dark Side of the Ring. It's Brawl for All. It's actually a pretty good story. They actually had real boxing. They had a 16.
They took
16 man.
They had 16 wrestlers.
Yeah.
And they ended up fighting each other. No, they're not doing it again.
I know they wanted to open
They need to never do it again.
Back up by April 12th, but it.
Never again.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Brawl for All was amazing and bad. Yeah.
Hello.
So, like, never again. It never needs to happen.
Yeah.
Again, ever. It was just a bad idea to begin with, and like Vince Russo bringing it to. Like,
Vince wanted to do Brawl for All with NXT when it was a game show. Yeah, I just don't understand it.
Like, Vince Russo bringing it to Vince and being like, yeah, we have this idea, let's do it. Like,
I don't think Cornette will ever do wrestling again.
It's just so dumb.
At least not the mainstream stuff. Not any, because he doesn't like AEW. He doesn't like the way WWE does things now. So I don't think he'll ever do wrestling again. If you listen to his show, he really doesn't like the way they do things.
Just, man, it was a good episode of Dark Side of the Ring, though.
Yes.
And like, it was cool.
Well, it was interesting to just hear the behind the scenes as to why it happened and how much Cornette hated Russo and so yeah.
I think
actually give jobbers a chance, but it kind of falls apart if they beat huge stars. I think that's what happened in '97. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Bart Gunn. Gunn made it through the first round. I don't know who he beat. I don't remember who it was.
The thing was they were expecting Dr. Death, Steve Williams, to
win the entire thing.
And Bart Gunn ended up knocking him out.
Yeah, he moved on to the second round.
Because the plan was
people backstage were like, "Oh, yeah, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna knock out Dr. Death," and he was all like, "Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do it." Yeah. And so people were really doubting him, and he was all like, "I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna beat him up, and I'm gonna knock him out, and that's what's gonna happen." And he ended up doing it, and everybody was like, "No, he didn't just what?" Like, they couldn't believe he did it. And then they were like, "Well, there goes our whole idea."
To answer your question, April 30th. Yeah, that's kind of when we're like locked down. So who knows? I don't know when. Right now, we're planning on going back to school May 1st. I'm probably not going to go back. So it's one of those things, hopefully everything gets figured out and we, things go back to normal sometime. But I don't want to go back too quick because then I think we'll be right back where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they expect a real fight to go according to plan? Have none of them ever seen real fight sports?
See, that's the
just
thing.
I don't think I think, which is why when Russo called it, the reason Russo did it, and brought it to Vince was because of JBL.
Because JBL ran his mouth in the locker room and was like, I'm tougher than all of you, and blah, 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 and he was trying to get back at him. And so this is the way he did it.
Yes.
And it was like, dude, no. A, that's a terrible idea. B, that's a terrible idea. C, that is a terrible idea.
Putting in more guidelines starting Monday at 5. So what are you going to do different down there, James? I know that we, like I said, just this past week, we have shut down all skating rinks, all video game parlors, all the extra stuff that, for whatever reason, why it was open, I don't know. So it's like, who knows? Maven watching WWF Story, I like it. Yeah. What happened tonight? How you doing, little Fetchini? Tonight wasn't bad. We had Sasha and Bayley, kind of the idea that they're going to turn on each other.
Mm-hmm.
We had a Braun. Braun is going to face Bray. They're kind of setting that up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else? Anything else big?
Not really.
Other than that, there wasn't a huge. Bliss and Cross beat the Kabuki Warriors again. Tucker and Dolph won. Miz and Morrison came out and sang their new song. The Forgotten Sons have shown up on Smackdown.
So apparently
they beat Lucha House Party.
Apparently, so this tweet from Ryan Satin said, FYI, I've confirmed with sources that the Revival do not have a no compete clause and they are free to work wherever now, hence the immediate release wording from WWE. So, like, if they wanted to, they could literally show up on AEW next week. If this is true and they don't have a you can't compete clause.
Yeah. We don't have an enforced curfew now, but at 9 p.m. there's nowhere to go besides gas pumps. Home or work. Yeah, that's kind of what we are here. Like, everything shuts down at like 8 o'clock. I got to see the new Dark Side of Wrestling. I saw the one with the Jack guy. I also seen the match where he beat up an old man. He's surprisingly much nicer now. That's just because he doesn't wrestle anymore.
Nah, man, but he's so crazy off the walls.
Yeah, the new one is really good. It's interesting as to why the whole Brawl for All happened and
Vince Russo's still an
idea
idiot.
behind it. Power rankings this week. Wow. I'm assuming that would include the WrestleMania.
I would say so. Yeah. I would say 5.
Well, number 1 is the AJ Undertaker match.
Yeah, I'd say that was number 1 of the week.
Number 2 is the Firefly Funhouse match.
I'd agree with that.
Number 3 is the Edge and Orton match.
I'd agree with that.
Number 4, I would say
Drew.
Is the Drew. I could go with Drew.
I would say Drew's number 4.
Number 1 is Mr. Gleen Shaved.
Number 1 is
Number 5,
Mr.
I would
Gleen
say
Shaved, and number 2 is Mr. Gleen with a beard. Yes.
Number 5, I would say, is Sasha. The whole Sasha and Bayley thing being built up.
I would say so too. I think that's
where I will be working. It will be only 20% of the customers. It's time to protect the workers. We have to wear masks and gloves. Yes. I wonder, and that's what will be the interesting thing is how long that's going to last.
Maven, no, you got.
I did see where someone some of their family members like worked at a store and were forced to come in, but they didn't have enough proper protection, and now they're suing the store. I don't remember what store it was though, but I remember seeing a story about that. Yes, little fettuccine. I had to shave. Maven had her infusion. I had to wear a mask, and to get the mask to fit properly, I had to get rid of the beard. So I actually like Drew versus the Big Show. I would have liked Drew versus the Big Show if they had waited to do it on Raw.
I mean, they did
If
do
the
it
Big
on
Show
Raw,
would,
but
well, I mean, if it would have been like
on
you
Raw.
know, yeah, they would have had the Big Show come out at the end of Mania
Oh,
and challenge him.
yes. I forgot, guys. Io won the ladder match.
Who's going to be charging for the NXT Women's Championship? Because we know Bianca Belair is on the roster. Who's the second person to do it?
Io, because she
Yeah.
won the
EC3 get released next or NXT? I'm surprised they haven't released
I'm
them. just
pretty
'cause-
sure EC3 is injured.
Was it Walmart James that it happened?
I'm pretty sure EC3 is injured. I could be wrong. But Io's challenging Charlotte for the NXT Women's Championship whenever that is. I don't know when. But she is
Seth versus KO is in top 5.
Kevin Owens
They
jumping off the WrestleMania sign would be my number 6.
The reason I don't put that in the top 5 because we've seen Seth versus KO 900 times in the
Which
last
is why it killed that
2
match
months.
for me. But Kevin Owens jumping off the freaking WrestleMania sign was epic.
In some form, way, shape, manner. They just overplayed it.
Yes.
Otherwise, I would have said okay. Seth KO would have been like top 5, but just the way they played it, the way they used them too much against each other, I just didn't like it.
Yes.
I think with that, we're gonna take off.
I think so.
We will be back Monday with Raw,
Yes.
and hopefully you guys will be here. Yeah, the sign jump was great. I still think he really hurt his ankle. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Hopefully not.
Yes.
I mean, he was kind of like on Raw the next day, but he didn't really have a match.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Yes, it was at Walmart, but I don't know which one.
Wait, they could have filmed the Raw before WrestleMania. The Raw after WrestleMania before WrestleMania. They could have done that before they did that, I suppose. So.
All right. We are going to take off. You guys take care of yourselves. We'll be back Monday with our Raw review. With that, peace out, people. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. Stay at home. Don't go out and get sick.
See you later, folks.
Later.